God damn it. Alright. We're back. Alright. So, yeah. I watched the episode of One Piece. I smoked some CBD. I hung out. And I just... Fucking frustrating day, dude. Let me tell you, like... I think it's... Honestly, I don't think it's actually the LLM. I think it's just me. I also have a fucking... Whatchamacallit... beetle floating around in here. You just saw it pass that way. It's a big ass beetle. It's like this big. And you could hear it buzzing. Like, it's not like a normal... It's like a... It's trying to escape the rain. So I came in here, also seeking the light. It is what it is. Alrighty. Yeah, holy shit, dude. Depression's been getting me real bad the last couple of days. It's very frustrating because just a couple of hits, one right after the other, and it's like life does that though, you know what I'm saying? I just wish that I could have a little moment of peace. I miss my friend. And I hope that he's okay. Wherever he is nowadays. Because you never know what happens after you pass away, right? I don't know. Do you think that people still stay around after they go away? In some way, shape, or form? Out into the universe? Anyway. I'm gonna get back to this. Okay, let's run the lint audit, please. Let's see how many of these are actually real. In an ideal world, because they're so split up, they're actually identical. Like, it's actually like all legitimate. But we will find out. It's raining. This is gonna run for a little while. Does the lint audit go through the flagged sections for the lint? Or is it just the questionnaire or just the queue? because that's gonna determine what I do because this explains a lot. Okay. I'm curious to hear what this sounds like. I've never actually tried this in stereo mode. Oh, wow. Hello. Hello. Whoa. Alright, this is definitely way more directional. That's crazy. I still haven't even done it on stereo mode yet. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. This is stereo coming in. Test 1 2. Whoa! Oh, look at this. That's kind of crazy. You can hear me more on this side. All right, let's see. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Ah, fucker. Test 1 2. I kind of like the omnidirectional one more. I kind of like that one. I kind of like that one more. It's a little soft, but I mean, it'll do. All right. Or do I like this one better? I kind of like the omnidirectional, but I feel like it picks up way too much room. Yeah, that's way too much room. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what's the how many ultimately how many are flagged now? And how many were changed, how many weren't? What from this blurb of text needs my attention? Condense it, please. It's like I wish I could I wish it was like speaking to people. All right. Active flags awaiting your input. Wait, why are there already resolved? Oh, wait. Alright, give me the flag inputs that you need. One at a time, please, and do all of them fit within the same type of... For the first one, the intent for the particular functions doesn't exist? I'm asking a question. All right, so this is... All right, so that it looks like there might be contradicting rules here. So it's basically punting it out because the link is broken, but it's a B13 violation where the wiki pages shouldn't link to intent files at all. Not at all, but in the sense of like specific things. Yeah. So, which is the source of truth in relation to that folder? I mean, that rule. That's the actual question. And what can we do to automate it so the next time it doesn't pull this out as a flag? And can just push it through to the... Because it needs context, right? So it could put... That way it could push it through to the ticket. Wiki queue. I didn't say punning, I said pointing.
This is
So audit should also be looking for these as well. So audit should be looking to make sure that intent. So lint read should, whatever step it makes sense on, it should be processing this as an error that it could pass forward, right? So there has to be a lint rule, a lint read rule in one of the steps, 1 through 6, one of them, that points this out, that checks this out, and basically marks it as a queue item. And then the audit needs to double check these particular. The audit would only be looking for false positives. Then it needs a corresponding audit action as well. Not just to verify, but also check for false positives. False positives. But I guess this is already also checking for false positives in general, right? There should be a generalized rule for that on some level within the audit, because that's the initial purpose of it in the first place. One, please. Okay. Next, how does this fit into the current question? Does it answer it? We're already at 18%. Wow. Actually, yeah, let's run LRA now. That would be kind of good. Wait, what do you mean it was written? Wait a minute. Wait, what do you mean it was written by LR Link? Oh, the step we're on. The audit? So shouldn't this rule technically exist in LR Link because it's the relevant one? I feel like that's the more relevant one. If it caught it, I mean, then there might be a rule there that it could actually like add more to make it so it does not get pulled as a flag, but actually gets pulled as a queue item. Alrighty. Okay, I mean, but so why should I run the same thing twice and then an audit on top of that? All right. I think that your recommendation option 3 makes sense. Because then there's like a first pass and then a second pass. That makes sense. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why are you updating Claude? .md. I've specifically asked multiple times to please not do that. Don't update your memory. Oh my god. Run it by me first. Yes, please do that. Let's do that. Let's save that as a memory. Actually, let's save that as a Claude.md thing. Can we do that instead? Is that actually better? Because I would rather have it in a like centralized location where I can just basically pick up and drop this Claude.md file on any computer and be able to work off of this same exact workflow instead of having to find wherever the fuck the memory file is and then pretty much just moving it over to another machine. But did you do everything else in relation to the other task that we were talking about? The annoying part is it didn't fucking even propose that. Alrighty. Yes, annotate F51 now, then we can continue to the next one. Alrighty. F52. Do these apply to any of the rules currently in terms of dead links? What makes them dead? Do they need to be filled in or do they need to be taken out? What do you mean when you say dead bare form self anchors? Do you mean that they are dead from the point that they are no longer attached to anything, or they are dead and need to be attached to something? But they should be. Because the thing they were attached to was removed. All right. All right. Let's see here. File mixes two heading conventions in one file. Absolutely A. Now here's the thing. Can it differentiate between each one of these flavors of dead instead of having one? Because that is a lot of things that don't describe quote unquote dead. For me, dead means not actually valid anymore. Like dead code. Like code that isn't used anywhere, that does nothing. So that's my interpretation of it. So can we update the rules for whatever lint read step actually classifies these, each one of these? That way it can differentiate instead of it just being dead. And then any of these should pretty much, if there are problems that can be classified like this, they should be auto fixes. I should not be getting flagged for these. Why wouldn't I need a flag for the stale anchor, like the actual dead one? If it checks in the audit and it passes the audit as not being a false positive, then I mean, it's like actually being a real error, then it should be auto. Why would I need? That sounds like the kind of music I wanted to make when I was like 16 to 17 to 18 years old. Is old prog rock. Run it. I would say A, right? And then refine the naming. Shouldn't that also be a step of in this? I mean, as long as it gets pushed through to auto, but if it needs it, if it helps it to have it the naming redone for each one of these, then I mean that makes sense. Would that help? That fucking beetle, I hope stays in the other side of the room. I hope it doesn't come in my hair. It will totally just get stuck. I should have not used that phrasing. That's fucking hilarious though. All right. I'm asking, would it help to do this? Why does Claude.md refer to... Oh, okay. Would the renaming help? And also, yeah, the Claude.md has to be updated. Please answer that question. Then don't do the naming if it's marginal benefits. And then fix the other Claude.md drift, please. Thank you. Is there any way that it could be made more modular for like those particular tasks where it doesn't actually define the numbers but actually just says LRA, all of LRA, like that? I mean, would that benefit it more? And like the other, same with the other ones, LR lint and all that sort of stuff. Like all those, wouldn't why name each task where it just could point to the actual task itself and then it could just read that task within the other document? Then please execute the modularity fix as well. Thank you. Yes, this is literally it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why are you touching Ticket Doctor? Oh wait, continue. Wait a minute. Why are you telling me that wiki routing already is modular, that it doesn't need to change when we just went over how there was line rot from the tasks being outdated? I'm talking about, read the context again, dude. What the fuck? How did you already forget? I'm so confused. I don't understand why this model is doing this shit. read the context. We're talking about getting rid of the rule, mean like A1, A2, A3, A4, whatever the fuck, and basically just pointing it to LR. Whatever the fuck the first LR is. And then same with the next one, and same with the next one. So it's modular like that. Are you telling me that it's all modular in that way currently? Wait, what are you doing? Exactly. Okay. Let's continue the flags, please. What files weren't ingested? Are you talking about PyOS base engine? I think that might be the only one I actually want to end up ingesting. I don't quite understand what you're talking about. What is exactly the problem here? Oh, let's see. All right, I guess we should ingest the rest of them. Fuck it. I originally had it so they weren't ingestible, in as per the wiki, but honestly, like repo underscore wiki workflow. But honestly, let's just fucking do it. I think we should add that as ingestible files. But after finishing the flags here. God damn, that thing is loud. You hear that? Not the truck, but like that little like it's like a slow vibration. It's fucking that shit is loud. Oh lordy. Why is this per the Claude.md? What is happening? Nothing should ever refer or be based on the Claude.md. Everything's founded on the entire workflow. That's what we're checking. We're checking It's just fucking frustrating that it keeps adding shit, dude. It's so fucking annoying. The Claude.md file exists outside of the Wiki repo. Okay? Like, look at the context for this. Like, add that to the context. Never, ever, 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 fucking ever will Claude.md be relevant to anything in the repo. I'm just so tired of saying that over and over again, dude. It's so crazy. It's like talking to a fucking wall, and it's like it claims to have like all this memory, all this shit. Oh, fucking annoying. I would understand if it was a worse model, but this is like literally the best, supposedly. Read the context, read what I said, add it to the Claude.md. Never memory files. I'm not really interested in memory files because it honestly doesn't travel with the repo. And I need this Claude, whatever the fuck this is that I'm building, to do that. Let's run lint apply. And then we're gonna fucking do this over again. We're gonna do lint read A, lint read B, lint read C, so on and so forth. All right, after this, I'm gonna do another round of lint read, another round of audit, and then after this, it should be good, to be honest. Isn't that ridiculously wasteful? What? Why are you running these in parallel? Why are these being run in parallel? Isn't that super wasteful? Isn't that the whole point of making it efficient? That's what we did, was not do it that way because it's just mechanical edits. Yeah, I think today basically was not. I was not depressed because I was not annoyed or angry because of the model. I think I'm just angry and annoyed that my friend is dead. To be completely honest, I think that actually might be it, which is kind of frustrating. I wonder if I can make it so it shows the reverse. Let's go over here. I'm curious. Is it possible to set a mirror image on my 60D camera? What if I am connected via HDMI cable? Dang. I've been using Magic Lantern. I just don't know how to set it up again. That's fine. All right, wait, let's see. But yeah, continue. I mean, continue. Fuck it. This is gonna take a while. Why were 15 dismissed? Why were 15 dismissed? I'm gonna check why 15 were dismissed. I've been smoking CBD and I kind of like it, to be honest. It's not like... It's like when it was with weed, except my tolerance isn't like fucking through the roof. My THC tolerance, which is fucking great. So it's like when it was when I did have a crazy THC tolerance. Except it just mellows me out, which is nice. Okay, I mean, if it's just a safety check for potential false positives in terms of actual changes that need to be done, that's totally okay. Are they taken out of the lint queue? I hope they are. We will find out. Why are they kept? Oh. I would rather delete them and add a rule that way they don't get added. Because there's a reason why they were false positives, and I would rather a rule in place that makes it so they don't pop up again as potential false positives. I just realized. Do they all fall under the same category? Do they? Please note I am asking a question. It's ridiculous I have to fucking say that. It's absurd. It's ridiculous that I have to be like giving you the context that I'm asking a question. Wait, if they have no rule yet, then there should be some sort of questions. They should have been flagged for questions. Wait. Okay, so if they are detector fixes that you can deduce what to do with them, why why do they still get pulled? That's my question. It's like, why do they exist in here if they are false positives? It's like if it got pulled as a false positive once, it might or might not get pulled again, right? That's the whole point. It's an error. It's not an actual like hard coded situation. And what if in the case that it was true, where one of these false positives were claimed? So if they were false positives that got wrongfully flagged and the audit flagged them as false positives, they should get removed from the wiki queue because they might not get pulled again in the future. Unless there's a consistent rule that is wrong and is pulling them incorrectly. And if that's not the case, then back to the first thing. That's perfect. Yes, run A. I think that's the best choice, because then it's like if it gets pulled as an edit, I mean as an audited item that is incorrect, then that's okay. I mean, that delete that. But if it's the other ones, I think the workflow you laid out there is solid. Alright, I'm gonna stop recording for a split second. Alright. Oh, I was just playing some music. My bad, dude. I should have just been recording that, and I didn't. That's okay. Whew. Alrighty. Alright, so let's see what we got. Wait, why is there... What flags are left? What? All right, ask the questions. I spent an entire other day just fucking working on syntax for the same fucking steps, dude. But it's gotten me closer. Dude. What is the problem here? Ask me the question, don't give me context and assume that that's the question. You're doing it backwards. You give me context and don't ask the question, and you don't, it's just like when you should be asking the question, and then if I need context, I ask for context. It's literally backwards. There is no question. You just always give me context and then are like, what should I do? It's like, it's doing this. It's like, what is the question? You see how much fucking easier that is? Can we make it so that is the default fucking syntax for the questions, where you're actually asking questions instead of fucking giving me all the context that I did not ask for and then giving me the potential options? That's great. Like that, how you just did that is literally the best question you've ever asked me. Can we add that to any of the questionnaire fucking approaches, all of them? Is there a centralized location for those kinds of rules? Because I kind of want there to be something. That way I'm not changing it. Fuck it. Wait a minute. Look what you were about to do. Look what you were about to do and read the rules back to me from the Claude.md. No, because that's not what we should do. What we need to do is fucking add this to the wiki underscore scope and then make it a format for the questions. And then update that format to reflect all of the different types of questions, and then point all the questionnaire workflows to that for the formatting. Yeah, that shit. Wiki specs, my bad. And we're at 82% until 12 a.m. God damn it. So I just decided to actually just fucking hold on. So basically, what I'm doing is I try to fucking add this to the fucking Claude code rules and the Claude rules, and I told it no. What we need to do is basically add them to the fucking workflow, have them be in the specs, have it be in a centralized location, and then that way have all the questionnaires point to that in terms of the actual fucking... Yeah, dude, look at this shit right here. I don't want to fucking read a dissertation. I'm so tired of reading dissertations. Where is the full format? Let's continue the questionnaires, the flags. Let's see what it comes up with by default. God damn, dude. Should B2 stop counting symbols from secondary sources paths? What are considered secondary sources paths? And which symbols? I think having the secondary sources, I would like a recommendation, but I think secondary sources are useful, aren't they? So basically it tags multiple links for the sources when they're already like mentioned once. So it's like if they're mentioned once, they wouldn't be mentioned again. Yeah, I think B. So what is the end result of QLR.1? Is it going to be basically an action item that came from that? Or is it just resolved and just marked on the side? Because there should be some sort of something that comes from this for lint apply. Should B2 enumerate all heading levels? Yeah, there should be some sort of enumeration hierarchy. Absolutely. That's great. I mean, would that be added to the actual ingestion step for the wiki? And then on top of that, also added to the check for like lint read? We need to do it for both. I mean, why wouldn't you be allowed to change? We're not looking for wiki specs. What? You just did changes to... Would they be made into action items that would be applied to lint apply? I mean, you've been doing rule changes from here for a minute. I didn't even think that was a rule. Where did you read that? You can totally make changes to wiki underscore specs and repo underscore wiki as long as I'm okaying it. I mean, I don't see why not. That's what we're talking about. That's the whole purpose of these questions. What? Literally 90% of this is just me fucking arguing with the goddamn LLM. You didn't answer my... What the fuck? Dude! What the actual fuck? Why are you trying to save memories? Without even concerning me or like talking to me. Proceed with the fucking edits, but Jesus fucking Christ. And not just wiki specs, we're doing the fucking ingestion process. That's what we've been talking. Look what I just fucking said, dude. Actually, wiki specs makes sense. Yes, please. I'm swapping out of Claude, dude. I'm so fed up with it. I'm literally just so fucking fed up with it. Alright, should self-anchors resolve against the source file on heading map? I would love some recommendation, please. And give me some context, please, and the options. Correct. Yes, I would go with A. Can we also do spec patches for
What's your most controversial take on money?
I had.
Oh. Oh my god, I fucking hate that video. Should B20 match intent first with recommendation, please. These are just fucking not even like I don't even care at this point for these kinds of things. It's like literally just fucking semantics. I'm like, run it, A. Does it honestly fucking matter? It does matter. Yeah, that does matter. Wow, okay. But there is not a case where they have generic names like that, but okay. Codified by design exceptions for feature config schema pages. Recommendation, please. Just keep hitting me with the recommendations. Let's run C. It's creating consistent naming conventions that it can work with, so I'm down with this. I feel like I'm almost out of tokens. Yep. I'm not gonna be able to run this again until like 2 hours from now, almost 3 hours from now. So it's fucking, this is it for tonight. At least for the next 2.5 hours. Just keep hitting me with the recommendations, please. Run it. I literally don't even see. I do care. Fuck. Nice. This might be the last time we're doing these shits. Oh my god. Famous last words. Have I been working on? No, I've been working on Medium. That's crazy. Let's run lint-apply. This is the last one I could do, and then I'm just gonna fucking do schedule. Huh.